You will get the best results once you stop following the rules. Now, I'm not encouraging you to do anything illegal, but it's not my point. My point is that right now there is a great chance that you are following certain rules that are limiting you and that are limiting your growth. The truth is that breaking these rules is the key to actually growing and seeing this so-called overnight success. Let me elaborate. So on this channel I had one video about Clash of Clans logic and how it can 100x your productivity. Right now this video is privated because it was driving the wrong type of traffic to my channel, okay, so I privated it. But if you don't believe me that it was a video that got actually 200k views, then private DM me on Discord and I will show you the proof. But what I'm trying to say here is that one video was my first ever video that would ever go viral, okay? It was my first actual big success. And the interesting thing is that with that exact video, I essentially broke every single rule that YouTube gurus will tell you to follow if you want to grow your YouTube channel. So everyone will tell you to have a really good thumbnail, okay? I did not have a thumbnail. I just had a random moment from the video as a thumbnail, with me smiling in a different pose, okay? So there was no thumbnail at all. They will tell you to think about your title and your thumbnail and have it all prepared before even recording the video. I did not do that. They will tell you to write the perfect intro that will keep the viewer addicted and that will keep the viewer watching. I did not do that. They will tell you to edit your video so that it keeps the viewer attention, okay? So that there is always something happening on the screen. It was literally unedited. And every single time when I stuttered, when I took a longer break, or when I literally used the wrong word, I just kept that. And instead of spending actual weeks on this video, I spent maybe 5 minutes developing the entire idea and structuring it and thinking about how I want to say it. So I essentially broke every single rule that you will hear about, okay, that YouTube gurus will tell you to follow. And guess what happened? As I said, this video went actually viral, and that was my first video that would ever go viral, as I mentioned as well. But here's the interesting thing. Now about 90%, if not more, of the people who watched that video were the kind of people that didn't really resonate with other videos, okay, with the type of content that I was trying to record overall with this kind of self-improvement stuff. And so what ended up happening is, after that initial success, all of my other videos started getting less and less views, okay? So what I thought is, okay, if these videos are getting less views, then maybe I will actually listen to these gurus and maybe I will actually follow their advice, okay, follow the rules. And so I did exactly that. And for the next, I believe, 4 months now, I've been focusing a lot on my titles, on thumbnails. I was testing different strategies. At some point I was scripting the videos all the time. It was actually pretty much 1 week ago. And so I was doing all the stuff that these gurus were telling me to do. And the more I focused on following their rules, the less views I was getting. And so that is really interesting, and that got me thinking recently. And I realized 2 things. First of all, rules like this apply to essentially everything. So in business, you will hear that, well, you need to do this and this and that. So you need to send this amount of cold DMs. You need to do it that way. You need to structure your offer this way according to this value equation and all the other stuff. In workout plans, you will hear that if you want to develop really big bicep, you need to do this exercise and all the other stuff, right? Every single person has their own rules for achieving a certain goal. But the truth is that if you don't develop your own rules and you decide to follow someone else's rules, then these rules will essentially kill the entire enjoyment and authenticity and honesty in your work. And that in turn not only limits your growth, because if you are not authentic, if you are not genuine on your videos, for example, and if you're just scripting everything and not really being yourself on these videos, then well, people can sense that. I believe that people can sense that, and they will not watch your videos, okay? And it will be hard to stay for longer on these videos. But it also makes it harder for you to do something, because if you are not doing something that, well, is aligned with who you are, and if you are not expressing your true self through your work, if you are not doing meaningful work but just the hard work, let's say, and like you know, you have to force yourself to do something, then it really limits both you and your growth. And I want you to think about it. Like, tell me, how much further would you get if you would follow your passion, like your actual passion? How much more authentic would you be if you'd keep speaking about the things that you actually want to speak about in your videos, instead of covering the topics that other gurus are telling you to cover because, you know, it's SEO friendly and it's algorithm friendly and it works and all of the other stuff? What would you be? How much further would you go if you'd actually follow your passion, if you would perform the type of training, the type of workout that feels right to you, that is aligned with your natural strength? So instead of focusing on really big weights, you would just focus on explosive workouts because you are naturally stronger at explosive things. Or how much more money would you make if you would provide a service that you genuinely care about? And not like, you know, well, I want to help realtors because I genuinely care about them, and then in the actual reality you just care about their money, and like, you know that it is a lucrative niche. What if instead of helping realtors because you think that they have the most amount of money, you would help like your local pet shop, for example, or your local dentist? Like, not because dentists have a lot of money, but because you genuinely care about them and you genuinely want to help them. How much more money would you make if you would provide a service that you actually care about? And I want you to notice that all of the things that I'm saying right now, they all come to breaking the rules, breaking the patterns that every single guru is forcing you to follow, essentially. And they tell you that if you don't do this, if you don't optimize your titles, your videos will not get views. Guess what? I will not optimize this title. I will just, it will be like, well, start breaking rules or something like this. I will not optimize it. Or they tell you to focus on this exact workout plan, even though you don't really enjoy this type of exercise, and so on and so on. What if instead of following these rules, you would allow yourself to break them? Okay, what if instead you would follow what actually feels right to you? Listen, getting back to that Clash of Clans video, when I was thinking about an idea for a next video, okay, that day, I kind of stumbled upon, I was reading a book and I stumbled upon really good idea of just, you know, completing the things that you want to, that you have to complete as fast as you possibly can, right? Instead of waiting. And that was literally it. That was how the idea for that video was born. And so I didn't really think if there is any market for this video, if there's any audience, if there's any interest in that topic. I did not really think about it. I just felt like, well, it's actually right for me to post that video, because it kind of made me realize that, well, yeah, it is simple. It is like a basic knowledge, but at the same time, I would never think about it this way. And I was like, well, if only like maybe 20 people could watch this video, well, that would actually mean a lot to me. So I decided, well, I think that it is something that I need to do. Like, this is aligned with who I think I am, and however woo-woo that would sound, I genuinely thought that this is the right idea, this is the right thing for me to do right now, to record that video. And so I ended up recording this video, and casually 200k people watched that video and they found value in it. And I believe that this is the beauty of what happens when you start breaking the rules, when you stop following the rules, okay? And I will actually be testing this much more in the upcoming time. So yeah, we'll see if there will be any other situations that will confirm this theory, okay? And yeah, I will obviously update you on that. Yeah, but that is all from me for this video. Hopefully I was not yapping too much, and hopefully you found value in this video. If that is the case, you can like it, you can subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Other than that, thank you for watching, check out the links in the description, and yeah, keep pushing as always.